So in this lesson, we are going to learn how to measure mass, right? We are going to find the mass of an object, right? In this case, we are looking at the object airplane, right? We are looking at this object airplane, and we are trying to find the mass of the toy airplane. So for this case, Tom wants to see how many blocks, right? When they talk about blocks, they are talking about this, right? This is considered one block, right? How many blocks, so how many of these are needed to balance the toy airplane? Of course, if we just take one block and put it on the scale, it won't be able to balance it, right? The toy airplane will still be heavier than the block, right? What we do is that we keep adding the blocks. We keep adding onto the scale until the scale, right? We keep adding on it, so we add more until the scale starting to tilt, right? So that both sides comes to a balance. We want this case, right? So we know that this is not balanced. So what we do is we keep adding blocks, right? Here we have only one block. Here we have 5 blocks, right? If you can see clearly, there are 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? There are a total of 5 blocks. But even with 5 blocks, it still cannot balance. It still cannot balance the toy airplane. You realize that it takes 8 blocks, right? It takes 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? It takes 8 blocks to balance the toy airplane, right? So from here, what can we say? We can say that the toy airplane is as heavy as 8 blocks, right? It's as heavy as 8 blocks, right? Here is not balanced at because we only have one block. Then we add, we have one block here, then we add 4 more blocks in, so we have a total of 5 blocks. So now the balance tilts. Now the balance starts to tilt this way, right? But still it's not completely straight, right? The line is still not completely straight. We can see that both sides are not equal, right? One side goes up and one side is down, right? We want both sides to be the same, right? We need both sides to be at the same level. So what we need to do is we need to add 3 more blocks, right? 3 more blocks. So we have 5 blocks here. We add 3 more blocks. We will get 8 blocks, right? 5, 6, add 3 more blocks, 6, 7, 8. So we have a total of 8 blocks. Now, with 8 blocks, we are able to tilt the balance, right? And make the scale on both sides equal. Right? You can see from this picture is that 8 blocks balance the toy airplane. Right? 1 block is not enough to balance the toy airplane. 5 blocks are still not enough to balance the toy airplane, but 8 blocks are able to balance the toy airplane. Now, what can we say? We can say that the toy airplane, this toy airplane, right, is as heavy as 8 blocks, right? So when the pans balance, right, when the pans, they're referring to the blue color pans, right? When the blue color pans balance, the objects in the pans have equal mass, right? The objects here refer to the toy airplane. The objects here also refer to the 8 blocks, right? The objects in the blue pans have equal mass. The toy airplane and the 8 blocks, they have equal mass.